Good evening. A Waterloo MPP is renewing a push for more accountability and transparency when it comes to sexual assault cases in Ontario's justice system. Catherine Fife's ongoing effort comes as people process Friday's acquittal in a lengthy sexual assault trial in Kitchener involving complaints by dozens of patients of former neurologist Jeffrey Sloka. Here's CTV's Jeff Pickle.
After a trial that lasted 4.5 years, Jeffrey Sloka was acquitted on all 48 charges of sexual assault. In his decision, Justice Craig Perry said he was satisfied there was a valid medical reason for the examination Sloka performed. During the trial, female complainants testified they came to Sloka for neurological concerns and received vaginal exams, breast exams, and exams of other intimate areas.
I experienced a very strange event which appeared like I was having a stroke.
According to one of the women who testified during the trial and cannot be identified due to a publication ban, she first saw Sloka back in 2011.
To kind of help understand, I was 18 years old, first time living away from home, very young and very naive, so I didn't really understand a whole lot.
She says her examination was extremely troubling.
He was very sweaty and red, and the way he was looking at me, it wasn't right. But I pushed that down as much as I could and told myself I was overreacting because, you know, I'm 18 years old. What do I know? There's this big, important doctor who's telling me that this is necessary.
The complainant, who testified for 3 days, says the acquittal and the judge's description of the patients was devastating. In his decision, Perry wrote, "After considering the evidence of each complainant, I have concluded that, to varying degrees, each provided unreliable evidence. With many of them, their memory, perceptions, and testimony were tainted by what they saw in the media or CPSO publications. Some also provided evidence that lacked credibility. Some were also deliberately dishonest with the court."
I was disgusted, to be honest. I mean, like, I work in the justice field myself, and I'm okay with that being put out there. Like, I would never describe a potential victim like that, ever.
Regardless of the verdict, the complainant says the trial was its own form of punishment.
So it was a very tough process, and to people who are skeptical of the survivors, like, this isn't something we did to get anything out of this. I mean, it was a brutal experience to live through.
It's that kind of experience Waterloo MPP Catherine Fife hopes to address in a bill called Lydia's Law.
The law is actually named after a young woman, Lydia, from our riding here. She approached me 5 years ago after she had experienced sexual assault, disclosed it, and then went through a re-traumatizing process for 2 years as she waited for justice.
Fife says the law is intended to spur the Attorney General into action when it comes to sexual assault. According to Fife, over 1,600 sexual assault cases were withdrawn or stayed before trial this year alone.
So the Attorney General should be looking at the Sloka case right now. Why did it take 4.5 years? Why did women have to fight the entire time to have access to counseling?
Lydia's Law, Fife says, may not have impacted the verdict of the Sloka trial, but she says it could help others in the future.
So there's a lot of work that Ontario's justice system has to do to make sure that more women will report, that they will be treated with respect and dignity and not called liars, and that they can access the counseling so that they can move forward with their lives. Until that happens, women will not disclose.
Fife plans to reintroduce Lydia's Law next week after her previous attempt was shut down by the government in 2024.
Jeff Pickle, CTV.